Today's daf is Masechtas Nazir Daf Hey. So we're at the bottom of Dalet Amud Beis, where the Gemara says the Nazir Olam Hecha Ksiv. So the fourth line from the bottom, the second to last word on the line. Zok the Helig Gemara Nazir Olam Hecha Ksiv. This that the Mishnah said that a Nazir Olam is mutter to cut some of his hair if it gets too heavy on him. Where is it written that it's mutter for him to do that? Zok the Gemara. We learn it out from Avshalom, the Tanya, because it's learned in a Bryce. So Rebbe Yomi says, Avshalom Nazir Olam Haya. Avshalom was a Nazir Olam. He was a Nazir forever. Shenemar, how do you know? Because it says in the Pasuk. In Shmuel Bey's Paraktis Vav Pasuk Zayin, Vayihi Miketz Arbaim Shana. It was at the end of 40 years. Vayomer Avshalom al Melech Il Chana V'Ashalim Es Nidri Asher Nardati LaHashem B'Chevroi. And it's and the Stam Lashon Naziris is a neder, and it was Kabbalah. So it was Kabbalah in Chazal, I guess, that Avshalom was a Nazir Olam. And he cut his hair once every 12 months. Shenemar, how do you know? It says over there, Shmuel Beis, Parakadal Pasuk Chavav, V'galcha es roishai, v'hoya miketz yamim la yamim. It was the end of days for days. The Yalef, Sakti Gemara, yamim, batar echayim. We learn that yamim, exer shava. Rebbe learns that exer shava, yamim, for batar echayim. Because it says, by geulas, bias, by batar echayim, by yikra parak chav hey, pasuk chav tes. Yamim tiyei golasis. So learn out ma hasam shnei masachayesh. Yamim over there means 12 months. Afkan by Avshalom means that he cut off his hair once 12 months. Rebbe Nehorai says megaleach achas l'shoshim yom. He cut his hair once every 30 days. Rabbi Yosi says megaleach erev Shabbos. He cut it every week. Because you find by Malachim, B'nei Malachim, that they cut their hair once a week. So just like Avshalom saying would cut his hair this often, so too Nazir Olam would have the same halacha. So my time at the Rebbe, Yalef and Batar Echayma. What's Pshat Rebbe holds that Avshalom cut off his hair once a year? Because he learns out from Batar Echayma. For the Gemara, that Yama means once a year. For the Gemara, Rebbe Huda Amar, Rebbe says, Lagabe Yamim, that says by Batar Echayma, there ain't Yamim Chusim Mishnayim. Yamim is not less than 2 years, and the Moicher cannot redeem his house before 2 days. Sorry, if I can. No, so you see, Frank Gemara, that Rebbe learns Yom means 2 days, not 2 years. It means 2 days and not a year. Zakti Gemara, Ha'egzer Shavim, Mishum Kovid Gamir. Zakti Gemara, you know why Rebbe made the Zer Shavim? Because it says clearly by Avshalom that he cut his hair because it's too heavy on him. Shnei Yamim like a Kovid. In 2 days, the hair does not grow enough to be heavy. So Al-Karach Zer Shavim is coming to tell you that once in 12 months. Fact, the Gemara ve'ema shtei yamim dichsev. Maybe say it means 2 years, because it says by the chaloim of Parah in Bereshis Parak Memal Pasuk Al ve'hi mikesh sayim yamim. So the Gemara, no, doning yamim she'enim shanim yam she'enim sham. We learn out the word yamim zer shava from another yamim, which it does not say shanim. However, over there it says ve'hi mikesh sayim Yamim. So by the by Paris Chalom it says Shasayim Yamim. It doesn't just say Yamim. So we're not going to learn that Avshalom over there. Avshalom only says Yamim. Maybe say it means once every 30 days. Because there's Shava, because you see in the Parashah Mesayim by Midbar Parak. The Chesiva Midbar Parak Yud Aleph Pasuk Chav, it says Ad Chodesh Yamim. So over there Yamim means a month. So Gemara Dani Yamim She'enim Chadashim Mi yamim sheini mam chadashim. We learn out yamim that do not have months from yamim do not have the word chadashim next to it. And that's why we learn out from Bater Chayma, which is only says the word yamim itself. Maybe we learn out from this that it says the Shaif in Paragidal, Pasuk Mem, Miyam Yamima. And it's mashma that they will go every 3 months for 1 day. So maybe I have Shalom cut his hair once every 3 months. So Gemara danin yamim mi yamim ve'danin yamim mi yamima. Yamima is a different word. We're not going to say Gezer Shava yamim from yamima. Frank Gemara my nafkamina. And what's an nafkamina? Is it not possible to learn out Gezer Shava from words that have a similar meaning, even though they're not exactly the same? But Tanna Rebbe Shmuel says, Legabe a kohen gadol going into bayis that has negam after the first week that it's locked up. It says v'shav kohen, and then after the second week, so in Midbar Paragidal Pasuk Lamed Tes, it says after the first week v'shav kohen. Then after the second week, it says uba kohen in Vayikra Paragidal Pasuk Mem Dal. And we darshan Gezer Shava zui shiva zui bia. And we darshan that they have the same halachas, that the halacha is yicholet kaitzav etach, he has to cut and scratch all around, and he has to lock it up another 7 days. So even though it's not the same exact lashon, one is shiva, one says shav, and one says uba. So you see, he's still using Gezer Shava. So why can't you learn out yamim from yamima? So at the Gemara, hani mili, when do you use Gezer Shava when they're not similar words? When you don't have another word that's similar. If you have an option to learn it out from a word that is the same exact word, or a word that's not the same exact word, then of course we'll choose a word that is the same word. Another reason why we learn out from Yam from Yamima, because I'll tell you another reason why you don't learn out from Yam Yamima, because how do you know? How do you know that every 3 months was one time Yamin? Maybe they went 4 times a year. And it wasn't every time the same time, it was different times. One time it was 4 months, and another time it was 2 months. Maybe they switched it around every time. So therefore, we're not going to learn it from Yam Yamima because we don't know if it's consistent, the Yamim there. Whereas Batar Chayma, we know it's clear that it means once every 12 months.
Tom, where are we going?
Zok the Gemara Vayit. The Brisa says, or Minaroi says, Megaleach achas l'shloshim yom. Avshalom, he cut his hair once every 30 days. That's what the Brisa says. Zok the Gemara, my time. Gabi kohenim, mishum de'ika kovid. What's the reason by kohenim that it's also them to grow their hair more than 30 days? Because it gets heavy after 30 days. And a kohen is supposed to look nice, and mahudr, so therefore they cut it and not let it grow more than 30 days, kohen had it. So Zok the Gemara, that's Pshat and Avshalom also. Hakanami ika kovid. After 30 days, kovid. So this is what it says. Ki chavad olav v'golchel. Avshalom cut his hair. Kavanah is after 30 days. That's this price it says. So every Nazir olim is allowed to cut his hair after 30 days. Zok the Gemara, the price it says. If Yosi says, Megalech me'erev Shabbos or Shabbos. Avshalom cut his hair every week. Kederech b'nei malachim. Frek the Gemara. Why? Because his brothers were b'nei malachim. And they cut their hair every Shabbos. Like the more Ma'ik beinei l'shar achai. Well, how is Avshalom's Nazir's nicker and Avshalom Klapi his brothers that were not Nazirim? They all cut their hair every week. Zok the Gemara, Yantiv shechal liyas b'emta Shabbos. So Yantiv that was chal middle of the week. Da'achai migalchin, that his brothers would cut their hair erev Yantiv. But who loy megaleach, because he was a Nazir, would not cut his hair until Erev Shabbos. Inami legaluchim and safra dema'ale shapsa. Idami legaluchem and tzafra de ma'ale shapsa. The shaila is if he had a heter to cut his hair Erev Shabbos in the morning. Achoy megalchin, they would already cut it in the morning. But ihu loim galech ad panya, he would not be able to cut it until before it gets dark. And who had the never Nazir oilam, he's not allowed to cut it on Friday morning. Zak the Gemara weiter. The pasuk by Avshalom said v'himi ketar ba'am shana. Frank Gemara hani arba'am shana mai v'etayu. Means when would we count 40 years? That the Ma'aseh Shalom was at the end of 40 years. That the Yidden asked Shmuel Navi to count to appoint him a Melech. That year that they asked to appoint a king, Hishnas Esel Shmuel Haramasi. That was the 10th year of that Shmuel Haramasi was a Shayfi. Zok the Mishnah weiter. Zok the Mishnah. Stam Nazir Shloshim Yoyim. A regular person accepts Naziris on himself without saying how long. So you say Stam, it's going to be 30 days. Zok the Gemara Ranan immediately. How do you know that that's a shear of a Stam Naziris? Amar Rav Masna Makra. Rav Masna says, Pasuk says, it says the Gabi Nazir by Midah Parak Yivav Pasuk Hey Kadosh Yiyah. Yiyah is big matir tlosim havu. The word Yiyah is 2 Yud, so that's 20, and then 2 Hey is another 10, so it's 30. That's how you know it. Barpada, Amar Barpada says, Stam Naziris is 29. Keneged Nazir, Keneged the words Nazir, Nizroi Hamurim B'Torah. Shloishim Chasar Achas. It says the word Nazir or Nizroi in the parish of Nazir in the Torah 30 times minus 1. So it says it 29 times, so that's how you know that a Nazir is 29 days, a Stam Nazir. Frank Gemara Rav Masna Nami Nela from Nazir in Israel. Rav Masna, why doesn't he also learn out it means 29 from Nazir in Israel? And for the Gemara, Amar Lach, Rav Masna says, Ahu Lidrasha. Some of the Lashonis of Naziris in Israel is written for Drasha, so you can't learn out of them, you made Naziris. For instance, the pasuk of it says about Midah Parak Vav Pasuk Yayim V'Shecho Yazir. So we learn out to Aser on a Nazir Yay Mitzvah Kiyin Rishus that he's not allowed to make Kiddush Havdalah. Also the pasuk of Midah Parak Vav Pasuk Beis says Kiyaf and Linder Neder Nazir Lahazir Melamish and Naziris Chal on Naziris. Learn out from there that Naziris is Chal on Naziris. So Zakin Gemara Rav Masna holds since it's written for a drasha you cannot learn. So obviously you don't have 29 times to teach you the amount of days in Nazir, so that's why it doesn't learn how to do. That although some of these Lashonis or Naziris are written for drasha, is there not one of them that are not written for drasha? So therefore you hold it's Alamadahulam and Yana. So since you can't learn out from any of them on Yemei Naziris because they're all for drasha, so merely you say Kulu Nam Yana. So too you'll say that the other Lashonis and Naziris are coming to tell you on the amount of days. Sorry, say fakir. He's saying that being that at least you have one that's not talent that you don't need for a drasha, so every that you could learn out for the minyan Yemei Naziris. So he holds once you can learn out one, it's extra to tell you minyan Yemei Naziris. It's not used enough for another drasha. The male of our Pada holds it's not a problem. You can learn all them out to teach you the amount of days in Naziris, and therefore Rav Pada holds 29 days. Frakti Gemara, Tanan, we learned in the Mishnah, Stam Nazir Shloshim Yom. The Mishnah says Stam Nazir is 30 days. It's Mashra D'Intayr. So Bishlam the Rav Masna the whole Stam Nazir Shloshim Yom Nichas. So it's very Geshmak the Mishnah. That's the type of the Mishnah says. El Rav Pada Kasha. Rav Pada says Stam Nazir is 29 days. So why does it say 30 in the Mishnah? Amar L'cha Rav Pada. Zakar Pada, I did a young Tulasin, the Megaleach, who may be Karbanosef, since it has the 30th day, where he cuts his hair and he brings his Karbanos, and before that he's Aser and Yayin, and he's not letting him Tamim, Shemachik Tana Shleishim, therefore it says 30, because he's not using the Naziris, also part of the day of the 30th, until he actually cuts his hair and brings his Karbanos. Frakti Gemara from another Mishnah later on, Tazayin and Alf, Tanan, Misha Amar Hareini Nazir. Somebody says, I'm going to be a Nazir. but he does not say how many days. So what's the halacha? He brings his karbanis. Megaleach yom shloshim ve'echad. The halacha is then he cuts his hair and brings karbanis on the 31st day. It's like the Rabbi Shlomo or Masna. The whole Stam Nazir is 30 days. Nicha, it's very good that he brings his karbanis on the 31st day. Why? Because he finished all his Naziris on the 30th, and the next day he brings karbanis. El Rapada Kasha, according to Rapada, why does it bring on the 31st day? The Naziris finishes with the completion of the 29th day, and he should be able to be Megaleach on the 30th day. Amalach Rapada answered this Ema Seifa. He's saying you have to look at the Seifa over there, which is Mashma. That's, what does it say in the Seifa? In Mikilach L'Yom Shloshim Yatza. The Seifa over there says Taka that if he cuts his hair on the 30th day, he's Yotza. So Behechrech, he already finished his Naziris on the 29th. Says Akti Gemara, Ella Seifa Misayele. Seifa's Taka Araya is clearly a Araya to Barpada. The Reisha, which is Mashma L'Chadchile, can cut his hair on the 30th day. Nasa Ka'omer Shleishim is as if he said, Hareini Nazir Shleishim Yoim 30 full days, and he's not allowed to cut until the 31st day. Why? Avadim Ikra Din, Dr. Pada, that the Naziris will be 29, like he holds, but it's just a Naziris Chacham they made that if somebody says Stam Naziris, we say that he means 30 full days, which is, it's as if he said Shleimin 29 full days, which is 30 full days. Frakti Gemara, so I was there Seifa Shvar of Masler. Of Masler holds Stam Zir Shloshim Yoim, Kasha Seifa. How come it says in the Seifa that if he does it on 30 days Yoitzel, the Chayr is not Nishlam Zir, it's till the 31st. He can't cut his hair. And the Gemara, Kasavar Miksa Yem Kuler, Masler Miksa Yem Kulei. And since he did a little bit of his Naziris on the 30th day, it's considered as if he did it the whole day, and therefore he's Yotzi Dei Chevasai if he took a haircut on the 30th day. It's just a Lechat Chilo, you should not do it until the 31st. Where Rav Pada does not hold, however, Bar Pada, however, does not hold Mixi and Kulei, and therefore L'Shitas Rav Pada is also Megaleach on the 29th day. It's only that if he's Megaleach on the 30th day, he's Yaitza. Zok the Gemara Vaiter. Tanan. The Gemara is going to ask on Rav Masla. Mishnah says over there, that Mishnah Daf Zayin, Hareini Nazir Shloshim Yoyim. If somebody says he's a Nazir 30 days, and Gilach Yom Shloshim, he's not Yotza. So Frakti Gemara, according to Rav Masla, why is he not Yotza? L'chayra, because Yom Shloshim is Nechshav Kakulai. So he should be Yotza. And for the Gemara, but Oimer Shleimis, when he says he wants to be a Nazir 30 full days, so then it doesn't apply to Miksayim because he's saying he wants to have 30 days. So since he's Mekabel himself 30 full days, then we don't say Miksas Hayoyim Kikulei.